Hello, friends. So today we are meeting with Nishant and Prayag to discuss the second test, pink ball test that just went like this. And it was again an emphatic win for Australia, just like they are used to win all the pink ball tests. And uh, we'll start with the discussion about second test and then we'll move on to the preview of the third test. So, yes, Nishant, what would you say that what went wrong for India in the pink ball test?
What I think is test match is all about putting the right foot front.
Hmm.
So we were not able to put our foot in front ahead of them in the very first innings. Few good deliveries, good use of swing from Mitchell Stark, and that costed us. It was all looking very good until the second wicket partnership lasted by Gill and KL Rahul, and then it all went downhill. So that is where they capitalized and they really put us under pressure. And then the innings from Travis Head really
Changed.
stamped their win.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So I think it also plays a part that like we all know that recently in last 6 months the home advantage has been nullified in so many situations. Specifically, New Zealand came to India, and now England beat New Zealand in New Zealand. But I think this pink ball test offers some advantage, or when Australians are familiar with pink ball in their own backyard, they are like a completely different beast to face. So, yes, Prag, what are your views on this? That what else that India could have done better in the pink ball test?
So I guess like we started wrong with the first delivery itself. So
Okay,
Jaiswal getting out and then the I guess mood or temperament of the team was to defend, like specifically after Gill's and Rahul's wicket. And that specific fall of wicket in the group, like in I guess in 14 or 15 balls, Kohli was out and then Gill was. So that group of wickets, I guess, costed us dearly. Like if in the first inning we would have got more runs, then I guess there would surely a fighting chance. And apart from this, like their batter also seemed somewhat discomfortable. But like they have Travis at just like we have Bumrah, so that man always creates a difference. I guess
yes,
also like we had some difficult chances of head, but we missed those. So I guess we could have capitalized that too.
yes. And also, a few more things that I would like to add is that even after getting 180 in the first innings, we had a good chance to bowl at them and not let them get away when we bowled at them in the twilight. And as we discussed in the previous uh, episode, that facing pink ball in the twilight is the biggest threat for any batter because the seam is not that much visible. So I think that's where we missed the mark, not bowling enough deliveries onto the stumps because we bowled too much outside the off stump and did not, and they just left all the deliveries very comfortably. Yeah, and also the rest of the things we know that when you have 180 on the board and the Australian batters have survived like the most difficult part of the whole match, to be specific, and at the end of the day they are 86 for one. I think that's where the game was just slipping out of hands, and then the Travis head happened, just like it happens against us every time. So yeah,
Yeah.
anything more?
And the
Yes,
the fact that they lasted till the second new ball, so they got pink ball to the oldest it can get,
yes,
and that is the phase where they capitalized.
true.
So going ahead, maybe teams would look at playing the pink ball up to 80 overs at least.
Mm-hmm.
So that is where you can score more runs in pink ball.
Yes. Yes. And I think by the time you reach up to the 80 over mark, your eyes are quite settled in. So that even then pink
Yeah.
ball is much easier to face than when you have Mitchell Stark coming in.
In Sidhu's terminology, this is गेंद football जैसी दिख रही.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that makes very much difference when you are playing since long and you have your eyes set in. So, uh, anything else? Any words about Rohit Sharma's captaincy? Because recently, or in the social media, or everywhere, there has been quite a lot of talk about the captaincy because we won in Perth under Bumrah's captaincy, and if we see Rohit Sharma's captaincy, we have now lost 4 tests in a row, 3 at home and 1 here. So, any comments about that?
I would not buy into that right now because when we were winning, everything positive was coming through the media. And now, when we are losing,
Yes,
everything seems so
yes,
negative. So, we should not be going by the media.
true,
Looking at the field settings, looking at the team's tactics, we were not off the mark very much. It was just one partnership and one player dominating us. That was Travis Head and Labuschagne partnership. And that is where if that wicket could have come earlier,
right,
maybe things would have been very different. Even
right,
though we were bundled out for 180, we could have gained some lead also.
right.
So we should not be buying much into the captaincy aspect. Yes, he is struggling in batting, and there's no doubt about it. But he deserves to be in the team, and he is rightly a captain.
Yes.
And also in the interviews during the T20 World Cup that we won in June, there were much talks about how much he goes into the tactical analysis and things.
Yes, yes,
So there
yes.
are not many chances of him going tactically wrong.
Yeah,
So uh, and going to after 2 test matches in Australia being 1-1 is
is
benefit to the touring team.
yes, yes,
So
yes.
let's
Is
not forget we are
true.
not down and out. We have just lost a match, and that's
Yes,
fine.
yes. Prayag, any comments about this?
Nothing, nothing more to
Okay.
add.
Yeah. So I'm very sure that Rohit Sharma is not taking social media very seriously or even watching whatever is going through that. But I saw a very interesting interview. Probably I don't know the whether it is right or wrong. That on the second day in the first session when Australia started from 86 for 1 and Bumrah just bowled around 4 to 6 overs or only one spell during whole first session. uh, I didn't check it out whether it's right or wrong, but it was someone from cricket fraternity only. So that is what he was saying, and even I also believe that at that particular point of time in the afternoon, your ace bowler should have bowled a little bit more.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so for that spell, I would say that there must be something the captain must have asked Bumrah, and we have seen afterwards that Bumrah was struggling a bit. So maybe that was an issue from early on,
True.
and that is why it must have been an injury concern or half an injury concern.
Right.
So that must have been the reason. Otherwise, if we are knowing that he should bowl, then of course Rohit and Bumrah are
Rohit
knowing that he
knows.
should be bowling there.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, there is no doubt about Rohit's captaincy, not even for me, because this happens to everyone, right? Every captain has highs and lows. It's just that we are criticizing him more because we lost at home. And of course, that was not a very good thing, and so much reflection should be done about that. But now it's not the time because we still have many more matches to go and very crucial matches. So, yeah. So, next, Anything more to add about the second test? Anyone? Before we move on to the third, reviewing the third one.
Prayag can look into the positives.
Yes, yes, yes.
Mm, I guess Nitish can come earlier. Like he's a good attacking player. If we can send him to around like before Pant.
Okay.
So I guess he can be a player like Travis said if he gets lucky with one or two catches or so, then he can go on and smash some runs. Because the thing which happens to him is he's not getting the stand right. Like on the other end, people are getting out, and that's why he then starts attacking.
He
So if
always ends
he
up with
comes,
DSP.
yeah.
Yes.
So if like he gets a stand from someone like a proper batter, like if we send him somewhat earlier, then I guess he can score some runs quickly, and that can turn the match around. Like
Just
that's
like,
what Travis Hyde is counting on since a very long time. If he gets out, he gets out, but if he goes on, he scores runs.
Yeah, we have seen Nitish Kumar play 4 innings. In those 4 innings, he was not out when in the second innings. Other 3 innings, he was in 40s. And the thing about all these innings is he never looked like he was struggling to play the ball.
yes, yes.
So there must be some good defensive technique behind this. So he can go earlier, but the question is, can Rohit or Pant go after Nitish? So that is not an option.
Yeah.
So the only thing that can happen is Ashwin giving a good stand to him.
And also the fact that Nitish can play with such freedom is because he is at number 6 or number 7. Because the ball gets old no matter how fast our wickets fall. Eventually, when it comes to number 6 or 7, the ball eventually gets easier to play than the top 3. So that plays a huge role in him scoring faster. And again, if you see, he always switches when he starts batting with tailenders. Unless and until
Yeah.
he is with a proper batsman, he will play a proper test cricketing shots and not try anything fancy. Yeah, he will always look for boundaries or look for runs. So that says that how attacking or how scoring mindset he has, just like Pant. But he just switches gears when he starts batting with tailenders, and that is something that is very much required. And we see such players in each and every team. And I think we were lacking such player, or Rishabh Pant was doing that since past 2 or 3 years. But Nitish Reddy has filled that place very beautifully. That Jadeja's place, what Jadeja does in India. But I think
Yeah.
he's more sound batsman than Jadeja. So yeah, I think
Yeah.
his position is perfect. And one thing uh, for from the Australian point of view, they'll be very happy to see two of their very important players coming back into form, Labuschagne and Cummins. I mean, Cummins was never out of form, but it just Hazelwood and Mitchell Stark out outclasses, or he just bowls behind their shadows. That whenever you see a scorecard, you will see Hazelwood bowling at a very miserly run rate, and Stark taking bowling beautiful deliveries, taking wickets. But Cummins taking 5 wickets in that second innings would uh, definitely have their confidence very up. So now coming to the third test, the most important question: where should Rohit Sharma bat?
I
Prayag.
would not want to answer that. Yeah.
Yes.
So my point is Rahul has the skill set to change his positions. Like we have seen him do well in that thing. Rohit is not Rahul. I guess Rohit should come back to opening.
Yes. Yes.
So
And again, as recently Harsha even said, that how can you do this to a batsman that when we are touring, when the going gets tough, you go and open the batting. When we go back to India, I will bat opening. So that,
That's
that
been
also
happening to
doesn't
Rahul.
work.
That's been happening to Rahul since quite long. Like ever since
Yeah,
he has made a comeback in the team. Like he was away for around 2 years from the test or one day or whole Indian team. And then in 2021, I guess he came back into the Indian team. And then Indian team have used him as a floater that wherever there is a
always.
space, yes.
Even
And
in ODIs, we have used him. We have made him our main keeper. We have batted him at five in place of Rishabh Pant. We have told him
yes.
to play like Rishabh Pant, and he has done everything to be in the team.
So he is justifying the name Rahul
Yeah.
again from Bangalore.
Which one? Yeah. Not from Delhi or Italy.
Uh, So I think the Rahul that Bangalore produces are always very flexible and selfless. So
Yeah.
it goes without saying that Rahul is definitely keeping his spot. And yeah, I also believe that Rohit should open because it is his designated position, and no one should bet outside their position. That is the first
Yeah.
thing. So, and I don't see any changes in the playing 11. Do you see any changes?
India's playing 11.
Hmm.
There is a question around Harshit Rana or Akashdeep,
Right.
or maybe a Prasidh Krishna, who is a bouncy bowler in this bouncy pitch of Gaba. I always, since the time I saw Prasidh Krishna, his action always told me take him to Australia, play him in Gaba. So from the very first time I saw him, my thinking was take him to Australia, just let him bounce the batsman out. So if they go for Prasidh Krishna, that would be a very good option.
Hmm.
Harshit Rana has not done much wrong, but let's see. That's with the team management to decide.
Brad, do you see any changes?
No, no, I think Harshit only would play just because he has not underperformed anywhere. It's was
Yeah.
just team was not performing well, so I guess Harshit would continue.
Harshit also has a batting aspect, but he has not yet contributed much with his bat. But he does bat good. Even Akashdeep is a good batsman.
Right.
Also, we could see the our right arm in swinging menace practicing in the nets with the ball. I saw some tweets that is Bumrah injured. Why is Virat Kohli practicing bowling in the nets? That could be one possible option.
Right arm quick bowler. Wrong footed right arm quick.
Wrong footed right arm quick.
Yeah, maybe bowling is a better option for him than batting
As of now.
right now. Ah,
But I think this pitch will suit our batters more than the last one. Just because again
yeah,
they are shifting to red ball. I think it will be more our batters will be more comfortable with that.
yes. I remember the previous last time 2021 Gaba test when Gill and Pujara had that amazing partnership. Even the opening partnership was and Gill Pujara was a very good partnership, taking Mitchell Stark for 21 runs in an over.
Yes.
And Pujara was hitting his for boundaries, and that was fun to watch. Gill was having his first tour, and he was very clear about where to play which ball. So I'm rooting for Gill to
Yes.
score a century there. Last time he went
He
out for
missed out.
91.
Yes.
Yeah, this time he'll surely break the 100 barrier. He has looked good in the pink ball also. Just he got peach of delivery from Stark. So
I think by far
Jaiswal, Gill,
yes.
Nitish Kumar Reddy. and Pant.
One.
These are our main batters, and Kohli and Rohit are bonus. Whatever they contribute, that's bonus. They are
सर
there
दो
to
प्लेयर टीम
celebrate
में
the
फिट
wicket.
नहीं बैठ रहे.
They are there to motivate the bowlers and celebrate the wickets.
Youngsters should feel that they are scoring some runs in front of Kohli or Rohit, big names.
Yeah. Also, we would want stump mics to hear the stump mics. We need increased volume now.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes. Now it's going to be like a different level of battle because
yeah.
of what happened
One
tonight.
one has set it up very nicely.
And Head and Siraj have have
Yeah.
Yeah, even Jaiswal and
everything.
Stark have settled out.
Yeah,
Let's
they
see.
have settled out. Now let's see
Now
who goes ahead.
now so many rivalries are found between under the umbrella of
We are not
podcast
seeing
also.
Kohli here.
Yeah.
Still Pant is left to say something
Hmm,
and he'll
hmm.
soon come to the party again.
Because there is much less of spin bowling happening, so we are not having much comments from Pant on stump mic.
Yes.
We want more of spin bowling so that we can hear much more.
I think Gaba will provide some spin on offer.
Yeah, turn and bounce.
Yes. I think Lion and Ashwin both will come into play if both the teams don't lose early wickets, of course. That's the
Yeah,
prerequisite because I think ever since the World Test Championship has started, this has been something like very common in not only with India but overall with all the teams that uh, they are getting bowled out quite cheaply and quite fast. Yeah,
because the mindset has become result oriented.
that's one thing, and also effect of playing so much T20 and franchise cricket that
T20 around. Yeah,
cricket.
reverse sweep shots, reverse scoops
Joe
in
Root
Test cricket.
completed his
Jor,
century with the
exactly. We reverse sweep,
reverse sweep.
reverse scoop. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So, as for Australia, any changes you see in the playing 11?
Yeah, if Josh Hazelwood is fit, he will right away come in place of Scott Boland.
Yes.
Uh, Max Sweeney has done enough to earn a
Yeah,
chance in another
he played
Test match.
very well against in the pink ball test.
Yeah, and also was given a chance earlier by Rohit Sharma and Rishabh Pant. That
Yes.
confusion around
Went
that
between
catch.
both of them.
Yeah, the catch went between. So he has earned his place. So we don't see any other forced changes coming.
Okay. So, Prayag, pick which players you'll be looking forward to from both the teams this test match.
Like, I'm going with unpopular opinion. I don't see Rohit Sharma as a bonus. I guess he would step up. So, like, from our team, Bumrah, obviously, and in the batting, Rohit Sharma. And from their side, I guess Head won't play this time. It's enough. He has played enough. Uh, I guess it would be Smith because he also has not been performing, and it's like high time it, he would perform now. And from bowling, it would be, I guess, Hazelwood if he steps in.
Yes, Nishant, for you.
I'm going Shubman Gill from India. Bowling, obviously, there's Bumrah. And Australian batting, Khwaja is yet to contribute something. And if he sees the red ball, initial new ball, then after the ball getting old, he's a difficult customer to get out. But there's brilliance of Bumrah to get him out till now.
Yes.
Uh, let's see. I would not want him to contribute, but he is the one who can. And bowling wise, I'm going confident Cummins is coming. So be aware of his bounces.
I I would go with Rahul because Rahul will have to play the role that Pujara played in the last series from now on.
Opener Rahul or number five Rahul?
I would definitely prefer opener Rahul for this, but I would not replace Rohit Sharma. So yeah, number five Rahul, and
Okay.
yeah, but he needs to play out deliveries, and I believe he needs to get support from Gill and Kohli. Also, Kohli should be trusting enough to both Gill and Rahul, go for both of them, so that he also can play freely. Because what I can see from Kohli's batting is that he is having too much of uh, he's having conflicts in his mind, whether to play the ball or leave the ball that is outside off stump. Because one, he's not getting runs, so in a way he cover drive is something that he is immensely proud of, and we see how beautifully he drives the ball. So that's one thing, that cover drive becomes his most productive shot. But again, it leads to his downfall also. So that is something that always creates a doubt in a batter's mind. So either like Kohli, we have seen Kohli compensating for it, like moving, shuffling towards the off stump more and more to face the ball, and even coming out of the crease to meet the ball at its pitch, and it has not worked well. We have seen in both the test matches that's what he has been trying to do, to blunt out the swing and wanting to score runs to the offside. But now, if it's not working for him, I think he should be uh, taking out a leaf from the page of this Sachin Tendulkar's knock, that he should be sure of whether he wants to leave or play. And this two-mindedness is what keeping him from scoring runs. And that is where Pant and players like Pant, Gill or Reddy comes, that they have a very clear mindset to score runs and not defend. That's where Pujara comes, that he wants to defend and blunt the new ball out or play enough deliveries before start scoring
Yeah.
runs.
What I think is, any batsman, when he goes into bat, nobody's ever settled in.
Yes,
We have not
yes.
even played a international cricket, but whenever we go in our matches also, we never feel settled
Every
until
match is
we
different.
play. Yeah. So until a batsman plays some strokes and times some ball, he will not feel settled.
Comfortable.
So every batsman, what they look for is some good shots to feel settled. Then they can just get that clarity and the body starts reacting to the balls. So
Yes,
what
yes,
Kohli looks is always to get that his bread and butter shot, the cover drive, the straight drive, the leg glance, these shots when they come off, like we saw in the Perth test, when he came to bat and he just creamed one straight drive and he was all in. His body
yes,
was reacting completely to all the balls. So that is what happens once he plays those few shots, then he just gets into the game, and then we can see the vintage Kohli. So the luck has to favor him sometimes. So
true, true. Luck
let's,
plays a huge part in every game, every player.
This is Travis Head's whole career. He at least
yeah.
gets two or three chances. Like
No, no,
those are not
we
technically
are
chances.
not talking of 19th November now. We are not.
Yeah. And the most funniest part, or the most, or the worst part, that like me and Prayag were discussing yesterday, that you cannot badmouth Travis Head also, because he is a good person. He's not something like Ricky Ponting, that we say that he's not a good person and we justify that it's okay he plays, but out of off the field he's not such a good person. But Travis Head is
Yeah.
very gentle person even outside of the field. That makes the things
Yeah.
worse.
Hmm.
So yeah, predictions.
India winning.
This is not even a question.
Yeah.
Yes,
All three of us are on the same side,
yes.
and
India
we are
winning.
here to make India win.
This
We
is
are
prediction
talking to
slash
make
hope.
India win.
Yes, whether we win by an inning, a wicket, or a run, a win is
I
a win.
I'm happy if DSP scores a century, but we should win.
How does the World Test Championship qualifying scenarios look like right
Like
now?
it's the best, I guess. We and like as of
It's
now,
in
till
our
now,
hands.
what we have faced is that we cannot beat Australia in a knockout. That's what we have been seeing.
Yes,
This time is the chance to remove Australia before knockout. And the pre-match before, like the matches before knockout, the qualifiers are India's forte. Like we would win if it is not a knockout.
Yeah.
Chance, and even the opponent that we would get is South Africa. Like the only team who chokes more than India in a knockout. So that's the best matchup.
that
It's
T20
like,
final was kind of final of chokers.
yeah.
Who plays to lose?
Who chokes more?
Yes, yes, yes.
This is like
So,
कायनात हमको WTC दिलाना चाह रही है अगर ऑस्ट्रेलिया को हरा दे हम
yeah. Also, if we look, winning this GABA test, if we can win it somehow, then the only two locations where India can compete to Australia, look, the stadium wise, the pitch wise, are SCG and MCG. So we have already won in Perth. If we can win at GABA, and we'll take this winning momentum in going into SCG and MCG, so that would be our best chance to qualify for
Yes,
World
yes,
Test Championship.
yes. Definitely,
So we need to win this test match.
win this test. True, true. Okay, so we'll wrap up today's talk and
Also, there are a few more important matches coming up. Syed Mustaq Ali
Mustaq Ali,
semi-finals coming tomorrow. Delhi, Mumbai, Madhya Pradesh, and
and Bengal.
Baroda. Uh,
Bengal.
Baroda.
Nah, Baroda.
Bengal has been knocked
Yes,
out.
yes, yes, yes. Shami
These
is now
four are
free
the
to fly.
semi-finalists.
Shami is now free to fly wherever he wants.
Yeah.
That's what I thought when Bengal lost. Yeah. So we'll discuss all the Syed Mustaq Ali and
So this,
yes, and what is going wrong with India women also, and also India lost under 19 emerging team championship.
also India's national game is hockey.
But we are all praying, manifesting India's win in at least this test match. Let's not get ahead of the time. So we'll meet after the test match and discuss again what went right, what went wrong.
sure.
So till then, hoping for the best and wishing Team India a great victory.
Late blue.
Lead blue.
Yeah.
When